Good evening, everyone. Hello. So, yes, could be a relatively simple one tonight. I'm just going to post the link in for, as I always say, this is for Tracy, Johnny, whoever it is.
It's Johnny.
Yeah, so that's the link. Hi, Amjad. How are you? I didn't get it ad either. So, you're not only one. So yeah. I'll just keep checking, make sure. Yeah. Wait for Tracy coming in. Chris has just made a coffee. Relatively simple, same as I say. It's just a case of bish bash bosh and jobs are good in. I thought, well, you know, it's just after Christmas, everybody's, you know, pigged out on chocolate and whatever. So I'm just going to do something nice and simple.
Hello.
Hello.
Not everyone is pigged out over Christmas.
Well, not everyone, but
not me.
Hello. So yeah, I've got the beast out ready, and don't take that in a funny way. The new
Chris, put it away, Chris.
Yeah, I've got the new mixture out. Banana coconut scented wax melt. Ooh.
So what flavours are you got? I'm surprised you don't try and eat the candles.
It's all right. I've got the menu out. The recipe that I'm on about doing next week. I'm on about doing the chocolate magic custard cake. Hi, Kate. How are you?
Okay.
So I'm on about doing the chocolate magic custard cake next week. This one tonight, what I'm doing, I've already done it once a few weeks ago. So yeah. So I have made it before. So yeah.
You drink that crap. Keena's been a little monkey today.
Oh. It's been a little tinker, has she?
And now they're on about the schools not restarting them till the 11th of January. I'll go nuts.
Yeah, but there was some talk when we were watching Good Morning Britain this morning. Some of them might not be starting back till February.
They can get stuffed.
So
they keep her off till February. I'm not sending her back in February. They can.
But apparently they were having a big cabinet meeting today, so I don't know what's transpired.
Yeah, because the schools aren't happy about them sending army in to do it all. The schools say they want more staff so they can do it themselves, so they don't traumatise the kids.
Well, this is it, but you know, please tell me you've got your decks still up. The amount I've seen taking them down already. Yeah, we've still got on up, Kate, because we were a bit late. Anyway,
it's Tracy's birthday in 2 days, so I'll keep them up after that.
Kate says the 11th is saying to them. So you see, me and Callum were talking about it earlier on, and he's sort of. He don't know whether he started officially. He's supposed to be starting back Monday in some capacity, but he sort of said to me,
"You just have to get it in the thick heads. It's a new respiratory flu virus. It ain't going nowhere, no matter how many vaccines are throw at it, how many people are told to do this, that, and the other. We've just got to get on with it while there's something to get on with. There's going to be nothing left at this rate. They're destroying every business, everything."
But
the only things that be around at this rate, the only things still around will be them big supermarkets. That'll be it. You won't be able to get out from anywhere else.
But yeah, so Callum's sort of a bit up in air. You don't know when they're supposed to be starting back. I says, well, surely they'll.
It's unacceptable because, like you say, when the bloody students don't even know what's going on, how are the school children supposed to know what's going on?
This is
They're
it.
messing with generations of kids' heads up, and they haven't got any mental health system as it is. So
But you see, this is what I worry about Callum, you see, because obviously, you know, he suffers with this anxiety thing.
Yeah, so this is too much, really.
If he's getting himself in a state, not know whether he's coming or going, you know what I mean? I don't want him going back to how he were before. No way.
Shield the vulnerable, let the rest get on with it. It's simple as that, as far as I'm concerned.
But yeah, it's.
I've never known a world where to stop the world and shield everybody when not everybody needs shielding. So let's lift it. Right, she's back.
Okie dokie then. Kate says Jack is proper stressed and has fallen behind. I think they all have.
Everybody's fallen behind. I'm fallen behind and I'm not even at school.
It's a case of Callum never knows whether he's online, whether he's actually in college, and they don't keep him up to date, and they find it acceptable to like email him or message him days that, you know what I mean?
If he emailed them and messaged them and said I can't be bothered, right? He'd get a rollicking, won't they? But they can get away with doing what they want.
But
it will be proper stressful for Jack. Last year of school, life-changing decisions, isn't it, and stuff.
Exactly. So
right, I'll let Baker Betty on.
Baker Betty.
Oh, I could have made it a lot worse than that. Help me have a day with Keen, haven't she? Right, I'm off. See you, girls.
See you later.
Yeah, how do you get this back on you before you go?
It locks on.
I've done it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
I just had to give it a wipe out because it was a bit dusty. All right, Jeanette, love.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, not bad.
Are you recovered now?
Hello?
Are you recovered?
I have. Oh, mental.
Oh dear. Right, I'm just gonna move my laptop back a bit so I can.
Okay, love. I'm just gonna put that back.
Yeah, I've sat up Sophie again because I've had a bit of a problem with my back again. You know, feeling hot and having spasms and whatever. So I've got the beast ready to rock and roll. So yeah. Right. I'm sort of just I'm just gonna do my positioning in my camera so I can somebody's setting some fireworks off. It sounds on it around here. It's all right. I'm just trying to get it just right so it's sort of you can see what I'm doing. I'll turn my label round so it's it back. So right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you hadn't guessed, it's chocolate chip banana bars. I thought, well, I've got a few bananas left over. I don't know about anybody else, but I hate things going to waste. So I thought I've already made this a few weeks ago. So basically, so yeah, I mean, you can get mixers relatively cheap on Argos, Kate. So, you know, about a tenner. So, you know what I mean? You don't have to break the bank. It was just that I'd seen this and I'd mentioned it to Chris. So he bought it me for Christmas, you see. So yeah, I mean, you know, you're not under any pressure or anything. It's just, you know, just let us know when you're ready and you know, you can join us. Right, so I'm going to tell you in cups and in grams. So it is 1 cup of light or dark brown sugar, it says, which is 200 grams. Half a cup or 113 grams of unsalted butter. That's going in now. So the beauty of this mixer is I haven't had to let it get to room temperature, because I've got my magic button on this one. So yeah, so I'm gonna give it a little power, it's going to take off. It's I tell you something, it's good. That's sort of it says to mix it until the mixture becomes lighter in colour. I mean, I usually eat what's my jig, and yeah, as you can see, it's done a grand job. So next in, we need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So that goes in there. Does it warm your hands up when outside? No, it's for mixing only. In essence. It says 1/2 teaspoon of salt, but obviously I don't use salt, so I'm not going to put well, we don't have salt anyway. Just having a quick slurp of my coffee. Into that, one large egg. Oh, I forgot to show you beforehand. I'm using a square pan like this. I'll just move that out of the way so you can see my pan. Tracy did tell me earlier on that she was using a brownie pan, but I use this, well, I had something similar to this last time. Have you had snow? Yeah, we had a bit this morning.
Well, we had loads of snow. Keenan built a snowman.
Yeah,
about 3 inches.
Yeah, what I say, it went a lot, but anyway.
This morning.
So anyway, that's the pan I'm using. It does say at the back of the recipe, if you want to make a bigger one, you just double up your ingredients. So that's the egg gone in. I'm going to mix again, so avert your ears. Has it all gone? So the next thing is you want a cup of all-purpose flour, which in layman's terms is plain flour, converted with 130 grams of flour. Hiya, Luan. Hey, it's a cook-off. Now, Tracy's my protege, Luan. She's I'm mentoring for her. So that is a cup of all-purpose flour converted. It's 130 grams. So it says mix on a low speed until good combined streaks of flour aren't visible anymore. Now, here we go. I'm using my new mixer, Luan. Like a Rolls Royce. Like the artist taking off. It's awesome, I'll tell you. So yeah, I'm just going to scrape round the sides just to make sure everything's incorporated. Give it another quick mix afterwards. Ooh, I'm flicking it on me. Bought me for Christmas. Yeah, it says I can safely say this is the best Xmas present Jeanette has had off me. So yeah, this is what Chris bought me for Christmas. So now it's time to add your mashed up banana. It says a cup of mashed overripe banana, or it says about 2 medium bananas. So that goes in there. So yeah, it's a relatively simple recipe, Marta. I've got some bananas that needed that I needed using up. So what better way? It's a bit like banana bread, but you cut it into sort of like squares so it makes bars. Ooh, Marta's getting a new range. There's no stopping you then, Marta. You'll be able to go for it. So we're gonna mix this into the mixer. She says, I see you got your new mixer up and running. Glad to see you like it. Jamie says you can also braid your hair with it, like he would know with his bald range. It's like a cooker, one of these big wide cookers. So yeah. I mean, you know, if you need any inspiration or recipes or anything, Martin, you know where I am. I'm on Facebook, so Now, it does say to fold in the chocolate chips, you've got to put a few aside to sprinkle on top before it goes in the oven. So this is a relatively simple recipe, Marta. I'm just using up some bananas. They've got to be overripe. And I did find out when I was researching it, if you haven't got overripe bananas and you've just got like ripe bananas, they say to put them in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes and that makes them overripe. So, you know, I hope that's a good snippet of information.
You know, it's home on the range. It's really dear on the dog place.
So yeah, so this here we've got 3/4 cup of chocolate chips or mini chocolate chips. Now I've always got mini chocolate chips. It says roughly about 160 grams, but I've put some aside because once it goes in the pan, you have to sprinkle some on top. So these is going in now. Hey? Okay then, Marta. I would love to be Jeanette's neighbour. So yeah, you know, if you ever want any, you know, recipe ideas or anything, Marta, just let me know and I'm only too happy to help. So right, so there's 160 grams of chocolate chips in here. And we're just going to fold these in now. So basically, you just fold them into the mixture. So yeah, that's all folded in. I'll just get my beaters out of here while I remember, because that's it now. Sorry, Jeanette, I walked away for a moment. The range comment was from Jamie. I've better humour than that. So yeah, basically that's the recipe done. Chocolate chips are in, and now we're going to put it in the pan. Talk about jumping in your grave with quick, Luan. I better hoping you get into trouble for it. Knowing Jamie as I know Jamie. No, his name's Jamie.
Stop.
His name's Jamie.
Stop.
His name's Jamie.
Stop.
His name's Jamie.
Stop.
So yeah, so all it's a case of doing now is putting this. Well, obviously I put it in the tin, but I'm just going to level it out so it rises evenly. So but are you using your brownie pan?
Yeah, I'm putting it in now in the brownie pan.
Did you remember to spray your divider as well?
Yeah, I've sprayed it.
Yeah, because when we made the double-decker brownies, I didn't spray my divider and they stuck to it a little bit.
Right.
So that's why I said to you, if you know, just a word of advice to spray the dividers, as otherwise. Yeah,
it'll stick. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that done now. Jamie's a handful, and so is Scott. So yeah, so I've that's it in the pan. I've got a few more extra chocolate chips, and basically you just sprinkle it on top. you know, I mean, however little or however many is entirely.
Does this actually rise, Jeanette?
Eh?
Does it actually rise?
Yeah, only a little bit. It don't rise a lot.
Right. It's just like
there ain't no baking powder in it, and it's plain flour, so it does actually. You know what I mean? It don't rise massively.
Right.
But when I made them last time, it's the only way I can get Chris and Callum to eat banana. Put it that way.
Here goes with this divider. What did you do? Did I just put it like that up?
You just lay it on top and just press it down as far as you can, Tracy. Hi, Becky.
That's it.
Chris says he knows what he's having for brekkie. Nah, normally you put a banana in front of Chris and he not eat it. Now these in this sized pan, I cut them into like 9 pieces, right? But what I'm saying, Luann, is if I were to put a banana in front of Chris or Callum, I'm not eating that. This is the only way I can get them to eat it. Something with banana in it, and they absolutely love it. I made them a few weeks ago, and they couldn't get enough. Both of them absolutely loved it. So that's about it now. I'm just going to wipe my hands with wet wipes. So yeah. But you see, Tracy did say to me earlier on she was going to use the brownie pan. If it does say this recipe can also be doubled, made into a half-size sheet pan. So yeah, so if you want one in a bigger pan, obviously you double up with your ingredients. So, but I
think of to put it in.
Pardon?
It was only thing I had what I thought. Excuse me. What it go in, you see, because I've used all my other tins.
Yeah. Well, I actually made it in like an aluminium like disposable tray before. Same sort of thing, but it were a disposable one. So you know, and it come out. Are you going to put this in oven for me then, sweet pea? So,
I'm gonna go get them.
Yeah, it's for between 32 and 36 minutes. So I'll put it on for 30. I'll set the timer for 36 minutes, and basically get Chris to check it. I don't know, 5 minutes beforehand, just in case. Yeah. So yeah, that's in oven now. I've got my timer on, so I'll bring me what's it forward and you know, chit chat with you while that's in oven. It's as simple as that, guys. You know what I mean? Relatively simple. If you've got any leftover bananas, you know, just chuck them in one of these recipes. Easy enough. So, and I don't know about you, Luann, but I hate wastage. So it's ideal if you've got some overripe bananas or some bananas that you want using up. So yeah, you know. No, I can't imagine. I don't want to imagine. So yeah, so Same as I said to Chris at the end of the day, there's only 2 bananas in it, so you can taste the banana in it, but you've got to imagine it's sort of like a cake, but it's like a chocolate chip cake as well. She says you use technical terms like I do. I'm going to move the what's it. Yeah, very technical on this channel, you know, Luan. Thingamabob as well. That's another one. So yeah, we use thingamabob and you know, terms like that. But yeah, if you've got any bananas that quite aren't turned, I found an app that says just pop them in oven on an oven tray for about 10 minutes, and that makes them overripe. So, you know, all's not lost if your bananas ain't quite sort of turned yet. So, Dad says he enjoyed last night's live. It were, I mean, we were reminiscing about all these old, you know, that were a thing. Wonder Woman were on tonight as well. Yeah, the twirly bit and thingamabob and the what's it, yeah, all very technical terms. So yeah, I mean, sort of when I'm researching these recipes, you find these are sort of like little acts, what I call, you know, the thing about the putting bananas in oven for roughly about 10 minutes. I
had to go let Johnny show me how to do this new timer thing.
Oh,
he got me for Christmas.
What do you call props on drones? Swizzly things, yeah. That's my term for them. Swizzly things.
He got me this, Jeanette.
Hey?
He got me this.
Hang on a minute. Oh, very nice.
It comes with its timer and I didn't know how to work it, you see. That's
right.
That's your little timer.
We've got Ian in. Oh.
Hello, Ian.
A lot of people are going live on New Year's. YouTube's going to be busy. Yeah. Chris has decided he's not going to go live now because there's so many people going live. So yeah, we're sort of in limbo at the moment.
You can join on one of their shows.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, I mean, what I do, Luan, if I'm having pancakes, I have like banana on top, and then I have some golden syrup on them.
Yeah, I like syrup on pancakes.
Hi, Richard. How are you? Tonight's recipe was that easy. It's done and dusted. It's in oven now. So, but yeah. So, you know, if you've got some bananas that want using up, you know, it's relatively easy. It's just a case of, you've seen how easy it is. So, but yeah, so that's it. So we're just waiting for that now to cook. Yeah, we've had a little bit, and we're a little bit.
We went a little bit this morning when I woke up.
Oh,
when you woke up.
Hey,
A little bit when you woke up.
Yeah. It's a long story, Luan. One what we're not.
Christmas, Jeanette.
Hey?
you have a nice Christmas day?
Yeah, we're all right, nice and quiet. So yeah, he 2 mornings he's got up on early to go out with drone and been unsuccessful, let's just say. But he got face on this morning as well, so yeah. What time were it when you got up? It were 6:30, weren't it?
Mhm.
And it was snowing then. I don't know how long it had been snowing, but we had about that much, I would say. Not much really.
Well, we did have a lot. It had started melting quite quickly.
Gina woke Johnny up this morning about 9:30. It's snowing. It's out. Can we go make a snowman? He had to go out and make a snowman with her.
But he's making a New Year's resolution, Ian. He's only going to please himself in future, not rely on anybody, blah, blah, blah. He says, I'm going to go out when I want to go out, end of, and it's as simple as that. So, yeah, so that's basically in a roundabout way what's happened. So we went and happy chappy. He's been waiting for this snow for ages, and so he says that's it. He says from now on, he says I'm going to do what I want to do. He says bugger anybody else. They don't like it, then it's tough. So
you actually changed the position.
So that's I am going to do some filming tomorrow on my Facebook group. I'm going to talk about my favourite ways to use Lenore Unstoppables and talking about DIY for a breeze. Oh, that should be interesting. So yeah, so
you done it?
Yeah, it's in oven.
Oh.
So I've used my new mixer, Ian. It's like the portion.
No, you're well informed with that, weren't you?
Yeah, it's like
a mixer. I thought, sand mixer. I thought, better get mine out.
it's like the Porsche of hand mixers. I did use the Eat thing because I've used block butter.
Mm.
So, but yeah, it's supposed to make it 12 times fluffier than a normal hand mixer. So, yeah, it's
yeah.
I can honestly say, in my honest opinion, it's like a Porsche of hand mixers.
Did you use brown sugar or light brown sugar?
I use light brown sugar.
Oh, I use the dark brown sugar, but my mixture was still light. It won't brown.
It does say you can either use dark or light.
Yeah.
But I'd got light brown sugar anyway, so I use light brown sugar. So I basically just use.
I have got something of that, but I can't find it. Everything's just been found in this kitchen. Oh,
but it does say it softens butter 12 times faster and fluffier results. So yeah, when I seen it when it first come out, it was advertised on television, and I thought, yeah, that looks nice. So I were hinting to Chris, I wouldn't mind one of them. So yeah, when a recipe calls for butter at room temperature, you don't have to wait for it to come to room temperature with that. You just press that gold button. You don't have to keep your finger on it. You just press it. And then obviously when you want to turn it off, you just press it again and it turns it off. So as you saw when I was mixing, it made very light work of it. So, I'm not... So yeah, I'm not paid for any promotions or everything, but I would highly recommend it. Yeah. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm not getting paid for, you know, promoting any product in any shape or form. But yeah, I thought to myself at first when I saw the size of it, I thought, you know, God, it's massive, but it's very easy to use. But you know what I'm saying, I don't get paid to,
No.
you know, I don't get paid to promote certain brands, but, you know, Chris bought me that for Christmas and I would highly recommend it. Jamie helped me film some cooking YouTube shorts. Going to try a few of those to see how it goes. Jamie is the editor. I will blame him if it does not work. Well, Chris is my editor as well. So yeah, you know, he does all my editing for me. Oh, first shorts will be out in mid-January. Is Amazon watching? Oh dear. But yeah, sort of, and same as Chris says earlier on, you know, it's best thing that he's ever bought me as a Christmas present. You know, and I tend to agree with him. You know, it were a bit daunting when I first saw it because of how big it is. But as you can see, it's like, you know, 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. You know what I mean? It's like the sports car of mixers. So I made the right choice when I says to him, oh, I wouldn't mind this for Christmas. Oh, that's it. I do know there were 1 or 2 live before I went live. Ian Matthews were live and Jimmy C were live. So, you know, there were 1 or 2 live. And, you know, I just appreciate everybody coming in here and watching me. You know, do the baking live streams. I really appreciate it because, you know, at the end of the day, there's other live streams you could be at, but you've chose to be at mine. And, you know, you know, and when I say, oh, pardon me. When I say I appreciate it, you know, I mean it. So, but yeah. So Callum's munching on some of the, what were it? This cinnamon, white chocolate cinnamon fudge cookies. That's what he's eating now. So,
Been waiting for some of your banana chocolate bar.
yeah, I've made a decision about next week's thing. I'm going to have a go, or we're going to have a go at this chocolate magic custard cake. So it seems pretty easy enough, but you separate your egg yolks and your egg whites, and obviously you Jamie's got Amazon affiliation. Oh,
What's that?
It's where if you're using certain products, you go to Amazon and there's somewhere there'll be like a link that you can use. And if people click on that link in your description and they buy that product, you'll get like, I don't know, £1 or something.
yeah, you get sort of
small percentage.
the more people that buy that product, the more
that's the best way
yeah.
to do it.
So yeah, it's basically you separate your eggs, you know, whip your egg whites up, you know, put your caster sugar and your egg yolks, you know, your melted butter, vanilla, sifted flour, cocoa, and then you add lukewarm milk, 2 cups of it. And last but not least, you fold in the egg whites. And I think that's where the magic bit comes in. you put it in a cake tin and cook it for 40 minutes, and it's like a golden crust on top, custard in the middle, and then like a base, if that makes sense. That's where the magic bit comes into it. It's like a cake, but it's like a custard in middle. So I hope that I hope you understood that about, you know, why it's called magic, because it's that's the best way I can describe it. It's like got a crust on top, but then it's got custard in middle, and you know, obviously you've got to wait for it to cool down and everything before you slice it up. So, you know, it's got to set. So we're going to have a bash at that next week, aren't we, Tracy?
Okay, Jeanette.
Yeah, she says hopefully. But
Johnny in.
that's one thing that I've never made. I've never attempted to make it. Hi, Mark, how are you?
I'm able to use my new cake tin.
Pardon?
I'm able to use my new cake tin.
So pardon?
I got one like what you got, that spring one.
Oh,
Like you.
yeah. But what I've used tonight, it's similar size to that. That's what it calls for. 20 centimetres square. You see, I've got all sorts, Tracy. Yeah, we good, Mark. Hope you're all right. I've even got square springform cake tins as well.
I might look for one here, because where does it say our that's the one that I've got.
Yeah,
It's round.
yeah. Well, you know when I make the cheesecake, I use one a bit smaller than that. You see, I've had two sets, and there's like that size, one a bit smaller, and then, you know.
So do you think that'd be too big?
No, it looks all right.
Because it doesn't say what size it is. All I know, it's just a round cake.
I mean, it says a square one, but most recipes are that versatile. You know, it don't matter whether it's a round or square tin. The results are still going to be the same, whether it's in a round tin or a square tin, if that makes any sense.
Well, I've got a week anyway, so I'll see if I can pick a square one up like this.
But yeah, I mean, that one I've used tonight is a 20 centimetre. So yeah, you know, but I've got square cake tin liners. I've got round parchment. I've got normal. You know what I mean? I've got things for every occasion. Tonight I've used one of the square ones. Yeah, I've had to trim it down tremendously because they're very big cake liners, but they're specially made for square tins, you see.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's, you have to adapt, if that makes sense. So yeah, you know, it's a case of you know, it's using your own common sense, if that makes if that makes sense. So yeah, you know, I've got all shapes and size tins. I've got loose bottom, that size. But I find as well, I have got one that's very
for my tins to cook his chicken in, and then they get all greasy, so I won't use them again. I go and get some.
But the thing is, I've got a 20 centimetre, and it's a very deep one, and it's got a loose bottom. But the only downside of that is it's very heavy. And you know, we're having problems with arthritis in my hands. Yeah. It gets a bit tricky. So I tend to, I have used it, you know, I've used it before.
Yeah.
But I find that the smaller and lighter tins are better. And that's why I use the aluminium tray bake ones so often, is because they're nice and light. You know what I mean? And I don't have a problem with my hands then, if you know what I mean. So, but yeah, we're going to have a go at the chocolate magic custard cake next week. The one we've done tonight, I'd made this a few weeks ago because I'd got bananas to use up. So it'll be something that neither myself or Tracy have made before. So, yeah, it'll basically Thursday's live stream. I really had fun. I can't stop saying it. Well, you never know, Amjad. I might, if Chris don't go live, I might decide to go. I don't know yet. I haven't made my mind up yet. Okay then, Luan, thank you for popping in. And as I say, I do appreciate everybody. Please keep giving Jamie a hard time. Oh dear, we will do, don't worry. So yeah, you know, I mean, I've got all pans under the sun, you name it, I've got it. You know what I mean? I've got dishes, I've got flan dishes, you know, so much so, Tracy, that they all piled up on worktop because there's just no space in cupboards for it. It's true. I've got that many pans and dishes and flan dishes and whatever. There's no room in cupboards for it. Yeah, overflowing. So yeah, and it's like one thing that I was going to get, and then I forgot all about it. I was going to get some of them Dario molds. Have you seen them? Like little pudding, like separate pudding molds. That's one thing I have. So yeah. You see what Chris has put? It says, Amazon, if you're watching, Jeanette needs a pan drawer. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's a good one. Oh dear. So I'm trying to look for that recipe, Tracy, so I can send it you.
Okay. We'll just get a drink out of the fridge.
I've got to run your eyes now. What's it called again? Chocolate magic custard cake. You know when you're searching for something and you can't find it, and then when you're not looking for it, you come across it. So it's all right. If I've not missed out in chat. I'm just searching for this recipe so I can send it to oh, it's here. Found it. Oh dear. So yeah, I'm just sending this recipe to Tracy so she knows what to. I think it's, you know, it's only a few ingredients, so it's
We'll probably have most of it here anyway.
Yeah.
Powder and flour and eggs and sugar.
It's basically 4 eggs, caster sugar, melted butter, vanilla extract, plain flour, cocoa, milk, and icing sugar. That's it.
No, well, I don't need no then, apart from a pan.
I
use that cake tin.
So yeah, I've just sent you the recipe there, Tracy.
I'll have a look later.
Yeah, we We've only got about, what is it, 9 minutes, just over 9 minutes, and it should be ready. Well, that's the thing I didn't get retaught. Yeah. Well, I've got something in my eye before you say my finger. I know. I reckon I've got a stray eyelash in my eye.
Speaking of eye, it's not yesterday, or what it maybe day after Boxing Day. I woke up and both of my eyes was just being punched and had 2 big black eyes. But
dear.
What bruise? It was just all swollen and puffy.
Yeah.
And
well,
down,
you know, like when you've got an eyelash in your eye and you can feel it scratching your eyeball.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like, and it's driving me nuts. So yeah, you can take these. Not many dirty dishes tonight. So yeah, Chris is trying to be funny and saying my eyeball. Just check it while you're in there, sweetheart. Just give it a quick once over. I'm just going to unplug this while I'm here, if I can. She says, sorry. Yeah. No, it wants a bit longer. It's all right, it's just bought it in because now it needs a bit longer. Not quite ready. Flaming plug stuck under here now. So good thing about this as well, it's when you want to wrap it back up, it's got like a cable tidy thing on it as well. So it's quite good actually to keep your wire all together and store it pretty neatly in its little container thing. So she says, my answer's not working. I can't get it in. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, the thing I like about it as well is it's got its own little plastic thing that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that just clicks in there, and there you go. Job's a good one. It's got like a whisk attachment, like yours has.
Mm.
The balloon whisk.
Yeah.
So right next week when we're making the magic custard thing.
Yeah.
When we're whipping egg whites up, I'll use the balloon whisk.
Yeah.
To do the egg whites. And then I can sort of swap it over, and obviously use my mixer attachment thing. So it's quite versatile. Plus, you can make bread with it as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got dough hooks. So
you'll be having a go at that, won't you?
I'm not quite that confident yet. I mean, I've not had no success with bread so far.
You know what I mean? You could practice, not on the line.
Well, yeah.
I
mean, I did
practice.
I had some yeast, but I think I'd had it quite a while. So I think it was because the yeast were old. I did have, you know, when first lockdown, we had the first lockdown, and people were
bread.
You know, trying to. There were no flour or anything. I thought, you know, I'll have a go at making my own bread, but I think it was the yeast, and I sort of gave up after that because I had a couple of tries, and I said to Chris, I said, the only thing I can think of, I said, I've done everything that it tells you to do. I said, so the only thing I can think of is it's the yeast that I'm using. You know, it must be because it's not sort of brand new, fresh yeast, if that makes sense.
Mm.
But I'll have another crack at it. You know, Chris will tell you I don't like oat to beat me, and Chris is always rather than make bread. He cobs, bread cakes as he calls them. He rather than make bread cakes than an actual loaf. You know what I mean? I like either. You know what I mean? Either or. I love freshly baked bread. You know, with a nice crusty crust on it. You know what I mean? That'll have to be your next.
My mum used to make it, used to eat it hot out of oven and put your butter on to melt.
Yeah, that'll have to be your next purchase, baby, for me. You'll have to buy me a bread maker.
That one at one point.
So it's just a case of chucking everything in, and Bob's your uncle. You know, no, messing about. Just put all your ingredients in, and there you go. So I'm just gonna put this in front of me. Because it says another 2 minutes, so Chris got it out, and it weren't quite.
Yeah, mine wasn't quite done neither.
No.
My cooking mat and ended turning up a bit.
So yeah, it weren't quite. It just needed a bit longer. You know what I mean? So yeah, Chris has done note but sneeze. It keeps going out in cold. That's where it is. He's done note but sneeze today. So I think he's got a cold coming.
God.
Yeah,
Right.
I think as well. I think it's like when he goes out, he puts several layers on, and it's coming from outside into warm. You know what I mean? And I think that's a lot of problem. It's sort of coming out from cold into warm. So you know that's a lot of the problem. So I need another set of drawers for me baking ingredients and all. If you're watching Amazon, I need two lots of drawers.
Pan drawer and a baking drawer.
Or a baking drawer and a pan drawer. Oh dear. So if
somewhere to put in your drawers.
That's it. Well, the original baking drawers were in here, but Chris moved them into passage when he put Christmas tree up. So he says, well, when we take Christmas tree down, he says, rather than putting them drawers back there, because see, in kitchen, behind door, as you go in kitchen, I've got like a space underneath worktop. Well, at the moment, it's got my bin that, you know, like my plastics and my bottles and... Hey up, Tracy's bleeping.
I did forgot that one to go in still.
So are you gonna get it out, baby?
No, yours haven't bleeped yet.
Yeah, 7 seconds.
No, 7 seconds.
Hoping tomorrow or Thursday, I am gonna bake the. Oh, there you go.
There you go, it's ready.
So yeah, But yeah, it's I've got such a lot of recipes, but it's sort of deciding on what to make. You know what I mean? Because you want to mix it up a bit. I mean, I've got one for Mars bar cookies, and I was thinking of doing that. Have you got skewer thing?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You see, I always leave plenty of hangover because obviously once it's cooled down, you can just lift it out and then slice it up and put it in a container. So I always make sure that I've got plenty hanging over. Chris is just going to get me a skewer. Well, yeah, that's done.
I'll tell that up now then.
Yeah. So yeah, that's done. I'll just show it you when I can get this damn thing to point down. So yeah, just trying to not sitting right. Let me just so yeah, that's the finished article. Very nice. I must say it looks nice. It tastes nice. But obviously you've got to wait for it to cool down. So yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to explain the taste of it. It's very light. It's very moist. It's not got an overpowering banana taste, but you can taste the banana in it. And you know, it's very rare that I can get Callum or Chris to eat bananas, but with this I can. So, but I did say that if I were going to make it again, I'd double up. But obviously, I wanted to show you guys sort of size pan that you use and blah blah blah. But it does say on it that you know, it can also be doubled and made into a half-size sheet pan.
Jeanette,
hang on a minute. Yeah.
Somewhere along the line, my cooker must have cut itself off. But I put it back on about 15 minutes ago. But I'll just show you it. But I just think mine just needs just that little bit more. I know you won't be staying on long, but I can always sort it out. But I'm going to put mine back in for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It don't need very long, Tracy.
No, it's just a little bit wobbly.
Yeah, it don't need very long. I'd say about 5 minutes, something like that.
I don't know what happened to it. Must have cut out.
But you see, with mine, Tracy, with mine being a new cooker, you know, like how I put it on to warm up beforehand. Sometimes if it goes too long without actually putting anything in it, mine cuts out as well.
Yeah, well, I put my cooker on at 9:15. And then by the time we started baking, I put it in and it were on. And then when I can't hear it, or when your kitchen cools down, I know there's something wrong because your kitchen should cool down. So I went to go and check it earlier and I thought, oh, gosh. And I don't know if you heard me, but then I lighted the oven back again.
Yeah.
It's a bit of time.
But by the looks of things, Tracy, it shouldn't need too much longer. Amjad says he's using a recipe from a website called Cook with Pfizer. Of course, it's basically a Swiss roll sponge using egg white and folding it with the yolks and flour for the but I've got a recipe for it, but it's like one of them things you put it on back burner because I couldn't possibly do it on a live stream because you have to leave it like soaking, if you know what I mean, because you use condensed milk and you use you know. So yeah, I'll just get another, I don't know, same as I say, Tracy, another 5 minutes. You can see this is cooked because it's sort of, you can see round edges that it's cooked. Yeah, it looks a bit light in middle, but it's cooked.
Well, when I shook the pan, it was just wobbly, and I didn't need to put that thing in because it would have come out wrong. So
basically, yeah, I mean, I'd just put it on for another 5 minutes if I were you, Tracy.
Yeah.
You know, you can check it after less than 5 minutes, you know what I mean? But if it's still, you see mine, I mean, I'm not going to touch it, but you can see mine's not wobbling. So
yours is firm, yeah.
So but you can tell it's cooked because, you know, like I get that thing round edges where it, you know.
Yeah.
But obviously, with this, that's why I leave plenty of overhang. So once it's cooled down, you just lift it out, and I cut like one this size. I'll cut it into like 9 squares.
Mm-hmm.
In the recipe we are using for the milk part, it uses condensed milk, evaporated milk, and double cream. Yeah, I know you have to soak it, Amjad, and that's why it's called lesh, because it's like 3 milk. It loosely translates into 3 milk, which is your evaporated milk, your condensed milk, and double cream. So, but it won't be feasible to do it on a live stream. You know, because you've got to soak the cake. But you know, I looked you've seen my file. I've got that is like literally full of recipes. And I mean, when I come across this chocolate magic custard cake, I thought, yeah, it's only got to be in oven 40 minutes. Once it's been in oven 40 minutes, that's it, it's done. You know what I mean? So you know, I try to look for things that, you know, like cookies and muffins and things like that. So basically, people can actually see, like tonight, the finished article. So, but yeah, you know, it's yeah, I've got tons of recipes. You know what I mean? I've got tons of recipes, and the reason, like last week, for doing the cheesecake is I was going to make it anyway. So I thought, well, I'll show you how I make it. I posted pictures in the group, you know, the finished article, etc., just to show you what it's like when it's actually finished. So yeah, you know, and it's like tonight. It's basically showing you how, you know, if you've got any bananas left over, you know what I mean, and things like that. You know, anything left over, you know what I mean. Chris says, I'm going to have to download your live so it cuts out the talking and just does the baking bit. It's all part of the live stream. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be a live stream without talking in it, would it?
Yeah, but you still have your original live stream here.
Yeah.
But just upload them
as a vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, I know what he's getting at. You know, it's like going to be like 2 separate a vlog and keep the live stream up there, but also cut all talking out and just upload the making, so it's more like a vlog. So yeah. Should I go on, or should it's 10:15 now, so we've been going over just over an hour. Yeah. So what do you want to do? Do you want to carry on
It's up to you, love. It's up to you, Jeanette.
We'll wait till yours is finished.
I'll just go and check it anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Won't be a minute.
Yeah, I don't like sort of putting it down while yours is still in oven. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I don't want you to think I'm.
Now. It's not wobbly anymore, so it might be all right now.
Yeah, I told you it won't need long. Hang on a minute. Somebody's giving me their cold. Yeah, it looks all right to me, Tracy. That looks fine.
Just pop it there.
Yeah, that looks fine.
Then, you know, can I just ask you something? Do I let that cook completely before I take that divider out?
Yeah.
When you use yours?
Pardon?
When you used yours, did you let it cool completely when you took the divider out?
I let it cool. But you see the mistake I made when we did the double-decker ones, I didn't actually spray the divider.
Right. I sprayed the divider, yeah.
I just lined it in and I never gave it another thought. But you know, when it comes to like lifting the divider out, some of them were stuck to it.
All right.
So that's why I said, just a word of advice: spray your divider before you use it, because when we did the double decker brownies, it actually stuck. So
I did give it a good spray of that stuff. I have.
Yeah. So it's like this, Tracy. You know, when you're doing things, you learn from your mistakes, if you know what I mean. And that's one thing I learned from that. I omitted to spray my divider, so in parts it was sticking to the divider. So that's why I messaged you and says, don't forget to spray your divider, because that's the mistake I made. You see.
Yeah. Oh.
It says, looks nice, Tracy, when you're baking yours then. Don't be greedy.
You're making yours then. I've just baked it now, Trace. Hopefully it's nice as what it tastes nice as what it looks.
But the thing is, you can smell the banana in it. But what I was saying earlier on, it's not like overpowering the banana, if that makes sense. You can smell banana in it, but it's like it's like I'd say a match made in heaven. Chocolate chips and banana. Pardon me. So yeah. So now Tracy's has got hers out of oven. I am going to shut it down, guys. I'll be back on my normal live stream tomorrow evening. Hope you've enjoyed watching me and Tracy make the chocolate chip banana bars. As always, I put the recipe and the I put the recipe and the instructions in the thing. But if anybody wants a recipe, you've only got to message me and let me know, and I'll send it to you. And it's same, same with everything else. You know, if you want any recipes, just let me know. I'll only be too pleased to oblige. Send you a recipe, etc., etc. So thank you for coming in, everyone. Thank you for staying till the end. And when I say I appreciate it, I do appreciate it. And I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming in to support me and Jeanette. Like and share. Night, Amjad. Night, Mark.
Night, John boy.
Night, Chris. Night, Callum. Night, Jeanette.
Did you like that one? Oh.